Burrito on the Macho Man, and MEGD still on the Caspian. Looking to go to Demon Island. a lot of Demon Island and Brawlhaven today. Not much of pretty much anything else except just Miami Dome. I think we saw a few times. But the flat stages, some pros just really don't like dealing with platforms. Characters high speed on platforms can really become a menace.
3, 2,
TRUCKSTOPBURRITO running the minus speed stat, which is a bit of a surprise. Speed generally the more favored stat on a lot of characters. Dare and Light getting started, already getting weapon starve going. MEGD in trouble early.
It's really hard to say who this map might benefit more of in particular, because Lands can have a few moments to shine on Demon Island, but MEGD just... That's probably... How many end lights is this already? Oh, there we go. You gotta play another game of chicken every now and again. It's not Brawlhalla if you don't see a game of chicken every now and again. It's just one of the things you know you can probably put on a bingo card and know for a fact it's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, and TRUCKSTOP just looks like he just goes for it, throwing out a lot of SIGs, and normally you'd associate with that being bad, but it seems fairly hard to punish. TRUCKSTOP definitely knows what he's doing. Hits a Sarah off the wall, doable edge guard, not able to pick it up, but picks up Lance again, and scary spot for MEGD, gets Sared, and it's done. TRUCKSTOPBURRITO in red, but takes the lead early. Pretty impressive stuff against a very good player in MEGD. Just throwing out aerials, very tough to punish Lance unarmed.
It's also a little bit of the character choice. TRUCKSTOP has chosen his character really well to suit his playstyle, because Ulgrim is a character where you can just kind of throw stuff out and sometimes have it works. So TRUCKSTOP really knowing his true calling, but that is going to be very hard to come back from. You know, Lance recovery, it's very hard to say whether it's really good or not as good, because you can charge it up and you'll never know when you're actually going to release it. But on the other hand, the more you charge it, the longer your opponent has to plan how they're going to react to it. So it's a very strange blessing and a curse.
Yeah, I do like the attempt there, because if it hits, it would have spiked him off that weird little angled corner on the bottom of Demon Island. And when you're in a situation like that, you're getting edge guarded and it's going to be tough. Throwing it out.
Whoa.
Whoa. Not a bad
MEGD
decision.
just did a cool little weapon throw combo.
Yeah, bounced him right into it. Which I think, didn't he still D-Light dare him, which is a true combo? He just happened to get a weapon throw bounce in there. A little funny, but...
A little spice.
It works out. Now things looking a little bad for MEGD, but just gets sidelight Sared. I guess he spot dodged on the ground. TRUCKSTOPBURRITO sniffs it out. Just runs up. Calls out MEGD's sitting on the corner.
TRUCKSTOP is really going to try and hold on to this stock. See, the red stock lead is a very strange mentality. Either you hold back... well, okay, you called it. You called it.
TRUCKSTOP just knows. That's why he did the recovery. That's why he did a Sair there. He knows when that's going to bounce him like that. MEGD does not want Demon Island again. There's no way.
Yeah, that's a very good first game.
TRUCKSTOP. What was that, a 2-stock?
Yeah, that was. If anything, I'm pretty sure... Did MEGD take the first stock? I'm pretty sure Truck took all of those stocks on his second.
But I think TRUCKSTOP took the first stock. But yeah, no, still. Ran him over. And it's not just the Sair that spiked him off.
He's going back. MEGD has something huge planned. That's the thing. MEGD's scheming a little bit tonight, boys. He's scheming and he's got some evil thoughts. There's been a lot of times MEGD would do something that doesn't really make quite sense, but it would just work. And one of the base examples of those so far tonight is challenging Luna to his own game and playing Caspian into Luna, which, I mean, he made it work. So this is something, going back to Demon Island after TRUCKSTOP demonstrated just how well he's able to use all of the assets that make up Demon Island to his favor. And really one of the only things that TRUCKSTOP is losing out to is some of the runway that MEGD is able to have from the stage control. But TRUCKSTOP has also been able to take advantage of that too. You can see there's been times Truck would bring MEGD from one side of the stage all the way to the other, and I think we could be seeing a little bit of that soon enough. But yes, so the Lance
gets around it,
get some distance. Yeah. Oh, that side sig probably would have like KO'd on a different character. That is, if you've seen Egg Soup's video, that side sig is horrifying.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So is that
he just goes
so
for
is
it.
that N
He
sig.
just knows.
He just
Truckstop
knows.
Burrito playing out of his mind right now. MEGD not able to clean up that stock. That side sig not killing may end up hurting him very
The
much.
burrito knows.
He knows. He really does.
He knows all. He's seen it.
The interesting thing about this pick, we talked about counter picks earlier and,
Oh my God.
and weapon matchups, but
What?
oh, he made that. Dude, exhausted.
How? How?
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Truckstop
Wait,
Burrito
in the
makes
clash?
this stock count.
Okay. All right. First up, how did he survive that other end light? Not this one, which he didn't, but like, how did he survive the other end light?
Yeah.
Then how did that recovery hit? Basically stacked. A stacked lance recovery hitting, and then also the Sair against the side of the stage dropping. There's so much weird stuff that just happened.
Everything coming up Truckstop Burrito right now. He really has it out. Now, you know, MEGD in a nice lead. We know Truckstop Burrito can just take stocks like that. He's been doing it all the time. If MEGD can clean this up, he might be able to take a sizable lead. Yup. Delayed into the weapon throw. He knows. He throws the weapon exactly like that. Truckstop Burrito just not aware. And the stock disappears like that. Caspian with such crazy killing power, really high attack on the character. Truckstop Burrito's gone, and now we play neutral.
There's got to be a name for that where you dash jump in and then you dodge out. There was a point in time where people would do that all the time. That was
You know what the word is?
What was it? What is
It is
it?
called the MEGD tech. Very real. It is called the MEGD tech from some GIF that was posted all the time. He's dead.
Oh man, wow, MEGD tech, it comes in handy. Like I said, this man's a scheming. This boy's got some evil thoughts. He's rubbing his hands together. He's turning around in his big evil villain chair, petting the cat, Mr. Bond type beat. MEGD's got some things going on in that noggin. He is planning something mischievous.
Yeah, 1-1. I believe this is this our first set that went to 1-1? This looks fairly even so far.
I don't think so. I think the set right before this went to 1-1.
Oh, right, with the Ember.
Yeah.
Right. But still.
But this is also one of the first. We've yet to have a game 5. We've had a decent amount of 3-0s and, you know, a few 3-1s here and there, but I don't think there's been a game 5 in this tournament. Like, yeah, none that we've streamed, but I think out of all the unstreamed matches, I don't think there's been a game 5 yet.
Yeah, this for a very stacked tournament, that is a little surprising to see, but already Truckstop Burrito getting off to a nice little solid lead, but the approach is into MEGD. MEGD starting to read him, first with the end light and then with the side sig. MEGD just becomes aware as a set progresses of how you approach, and if you can't change it up, he just beats you on it. Caspian very adept at it. If he's able to side sig you, that killed! Oh my god. Ogrim, such high attack, Axe Air, such a strong move. He hasn't thrown it out this entire game, I think, or this entire set. No Axe Airs, and that was the first one. It kills on a game 3. Very important.
Oh yeah, like I said, just knows jump share for the perfect timing. Although it gets knocked out of that first stock, is able to build up a not huge, but a decent, considerable damage lead. It's just gonna take what, like a guitar combo to try to balance that out. Truckstop, you can see, is really hungry before that lands, and MEGD's not gonna let him, but just barely snags away with it. MEGD is chasing you. Look, you can see. MEGD, you can see there are some times where he's a little hesitant to approach, but every once in a while you'll see MEGD go that, like, lock in and really throw himself at Truckstop. It's starting to happen a little bit in this game.
This game, very even. Truckstop just goes for it because he's built different like that. This is going to be a lot of damage. Dare into side light nair. That is a lot of damage that you don't want to take from a game that was so neutral heavy. It just catches your dodge once, and all of a sudden you're in a deficit. But MEGD able to clean it up immediately. Goes for man, Lance, side light nair, getting a read off that, kills immediately. MEGD sent into the galaxy with that one. Still struggling to pick up this lead, has to get this kill now. The dare!
Jeez, that would have been huge.
That would have been
lethal.
Phenomenal. Another 2-stock for Truckstop would just, it would be insane. I would not have expected that starting this set out. Waits out his dodge, not able to punish the dodge in. MEGD just struggling to finish this. He has to stop the bleeding, and it's not. Finally, he gets a kill, but in the orange against an Ulgrim, who I believe has Lance queued. This game starting to slip out of Megdy's hands very quickly.
You called it. He did have Lance primed up, and Truck Stop is looking. Oh wait, no, running out of options now. MEGD has time to react to the recovery. Running out of options. Yeah, Truck Stop just has to Sarah back to the stage. Not really many other things to do if you want to make the stock last, which you do. It is the last stock against MEGD. Truck Stop just needs to wait for a KO option to fall into place. It could be a read off of Sidelight Nair, and then you could do Sarah or Dare recovery or whatever off of that. It could be a read off of Nair, or it could be throwing over to Axe and just waiting for a falling Sarah. But MEGD is just keeping the pressure on. Truck Stop, I think, needs to find something soon. I think there's less waiting for a KO and more or less digging for it, because MEGD is starting to have the game completely even.
Char's Nair and Light was still true there, all the way in the red.
Oh.
Wow!
Player 2 wins.
Oh, Caspian, man, why does that kill? That was insane. He was just barely in the red, and all of a sudden, just
this is a certified Caspian moment.
Just, you know what that felt like? As an Azoth player, the same like jump off the wall, GC a bow side sig to the side. He does the same thing with Caspian Guitars, and it just sent him to Narnia. He was gone. And all of a sudden, the game that should have been won by Truck Stop, he could have two-stalked him in. MEGD just steals away from him. Looking to clean this one up. Game 4, up 2-1 over Truck Stop Burrito on Demon Island. We go right back. MEGD has only played on this map, I'm fairly sure. This is the comfort map, and everyone seems to want to take him to it. Not a lot of shenanigans that we saw from Game 1 did we see in Game 2 or 3, but Truck Stop still looking very adept in this match. Sayer on the jump, really reading MEGD's movement with Lance. A lot that you have to do. Hasn't caught a lot of dodges recently, though.
That last game went on for a while, and it was also really intense. Truck Stop had to be lasered in for, I think it was close to like 4 or 5 whole minutes, which is a bit longer than the usual game. Usual game takes about like 3 minutes. Truck Stop had to be like perfectly lasered in for 4 or 5 whole minutes, though. Definitely, doing his homework, making sure that he gets in everything that he can, but it might be going up in smoke a little bit. And also, sorry to say, this could be the last game that me and Acerge are going to be here for. I know we probably should have said this earlier, but we might as well make it count while we last. Or while it lasts. Slow motion has us in his basement. We will not last. We are in.
Unfortunately, we do actually die at the end of our casting block, and then he resurrects us for the next tournament. But already, Truck Stop just so far behind. He really wants to clean this up, and it's tough. He's not trying to weapon starve. Sidelight Sayer, but he dodges it. Just a hope that MEGD would try to fall down or jump, but nothing. Truck Stop looking for this kill desperately, still not trying to find it. This is what I was talking about. He cleans up the stock again. MEGD is suffocating. Truck Stop just can't kill him, and then MEGD just takes a lead with every little bit, just a little prick, and all of a sudden you're way behind. Full stock down. Truck Stop. He's got to make this count.
You can start to see some tracks in Truck Stop's plan. When that recovery didn't quite send a little bit earlier during the last stock, Truck Stop didn't really know how to come back to the stage and wasn't able to find a landing space. Just let MEGD punish the landing and just kind of let MEGD taste the race of the stock. And as you can see, even though Truck Stop is putting full metal to the pedal and is just trying to keep on going like a truck, it's not looking the best right now. Some tracks are starting to show in Truck Stop's plans. But I think as we are on red stock in a 2-1.
He's done. Man.
Player 2.
Just like that, another Caspian Sig. A nice win from MEGD 3-1. But you got to feel like Truck Stop just fell apart that game 3. He was able to clean that up. Would have been in such a much better position. But looks like that will do it. Right up to top 4.
We have our top